G'day, my name is Marty Ware and this is my daughter Karen. We live in far northern New South Wales, Australia in the suburbs. Our passion is growing food and turning our produce into healthy, simple recipes. My dream is to one day own and run a market garden that supplies restaurants and the locals with our fresh, healthy produce. I invite you to come on the journey with us as we move in a sustainable direction to live a more healthy lifestyle and, best of all, create a living doing it. Okay, I'm going to start down on the western end of the balcony and show you what's going on here. I had 4 cherry tomatoes. I was testing out the varieties growing in this pot, and even tomatillos as well. There's way too much in here, but they're still producing some fruits, and you know, they're in their last legs, but I can actually cut these back and these will go again, and so that's what I may intend to do with these. I've got some strawberries in there, you can see some shallots in there. It's one of those pots that has a nice big tank and you can check the water down below. There's my lemongrass growing below my recycled potted strawberry tower, and then we've got some strawberries going in here. We've got flowers and fruits coming on. Some old leaves need to be removed, and this plant, I'm not really sure how much longer it's going to last in here. It may have to go down to the backyard and put the new fresh ones in, which are down here. These are Karen's ones that she started around Christmas time, and you can see they're pretty slow growing. There's some Ceylon spinach growing in there, and also some Ceylon spinach growing here, which I'm just collecting the seed. It likes a really hot climate, and so it probably won't do as well now going into coming on to winter. We've got another strawberry tower here with some fruit coming on set there, and it feeds this Italian flatleaf parsley down below. There's a basil plant growing out of the side of it as well, a sweet basil, with some more strawberries. We've got another pot going down here with the lettuce going into seed. Now I'm going to be doing a quick video later on for you guys next about collecting seed from your lettuce, so keep an eye out for that one. It's coming up very soon, actually shortly, straight after this video. And then we've got another tower here. This was the number 3 that I just made in the recycled bottle tower video, and I'll leave a link for you right there if you want to watch that. There'll be a link for you right there now for you to watch. There's more lettuce growing down below. The thing with lettuce is you've got to keep them growing on, because eventually they just, you know, they get old and seed up. And some more Ceylon spinach growing there, wrapping himself around the pole. There's Snowflake the budgie. Hey Snowflake boy, he talks now. He has a chat and comes out and has a little fly around in the morning. He's a timid little bird though, one of the most timid budgies I've ever had, but he's got a beautiful little personality. We've got some Nasturtiums growing down here, which I collect for my salad each day. Some more basil that's looking a bit tough, needs a bit of a trim back. Some cilantro, which we call coriander, just sort of growing down there underneath. Some more sweet basil. Tomatoes in their last days. They need to be cut right back and decide whether I'm going to let them run again as the new sucker coming up. And you can see here, look, some nice yellow cherry tomatoes. It's like a yellow white cherry tomato. Here's the seed coming through from the lettuce, and like I said, I'm going to show you in the next video how to collect that seed and what to do. There's a blueberry plant growing in this pot here, believe it or not, and they like their soil fairly acidic, but it's grown fairly well just in that potting mix. And he's got to go down the backyard because I need to make more space down in here. There's a little tomato plant down there. He's not doing too good. I guess I've got to replace him. He was a cutting. And then again, we've got another old garden here which needs to be fully replaced again, and the soil's just gone in there, and I was just sort of waiting for the lettuce seed to come through so I can collect it all. And I'm going to have thousands of lettuce seed on these guys, so I'm really happy about that. I won't have to buy lettuce seed for quite a long time. More strawberries hanging off the edge here, lettuce going into seed again, And these strawberries are looking fairly healthy here, growing amongst this nasturtium and lettuce, just hanging off the rail, as you can see, like that. And pretty exciting stuff here coming on my avocado tree, which you can see here. It's a dwarf avocado, which means it's been grafted onto another rootstock to keep the root ball very small and grows in a pot. And I've got flowers coming on all over the tree now, and this usually produces, you know, a few fruits for me. If it was in the ground, it would produce a lot more, and I had to cut it back last season because it was, you know, it needs to be repotted on. So after it fruits, it's going to be going into a new pot. And then we've got our Brazilian cherry down here, in this pot down here, which is sort of mixed in, hiding amongst here. It looks a bit like a syzygium, and it gets fruits every now and again, and it needs to go in a new pot. Also, I'll show you what the fruits look like. And they fruit twice a year, and it's quite yummy. There's the worm farm there. I've been collecting some seed on it. I've got some mini rock melons that I grow, and I just spread the seed out on the tissue and let it dry, and I'll collect it later on. And here is the big avocado reed tree that I sprouted from seed a couple of years back, and he's over 6 foot high now, and reaching out towards the other side there. And the reed tree is called the Seedling Tree as a nickname, so they've got more chance of producing fruit on them. They do drink a lot of water, and you're probably wondering why that brown leaf is there, because yeah, they drink so much water, and if you can't get the water up to them, they brown off a bit. And also they brown off because they're going to drop leaves, because the new branches are going to be coming through. So it's a bit of a mixture as well. And look, it's in a really big pot, but it needs to go up into even a bigger pot real soon, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this guy just yet. I love it. If you look through the window there, I've got some cos lettuce growing, and I just grabbed that from Coles and stuck that in a little pot in the window, and I pick from it. Once it's finished picking from it, I'll put it into a container and regrow it through. A branch fell off the other day from the cherry tomato, so I put them up there, and they've ripened up for me, which is great. I've got this like a mini greenhouse that I bought from Bunnings my mum gave it to me from Bunnings a few years ago, but I don't put the cover on it. I just use it for shelving, and I've got my lettuce growing along the back here, and all the cherry tomatoes that I am using to create my first crops to go out to the market. There's some lemon thyme there, more cherry tomatoes at the bottom, more cherry tomatoes down here, more cherry tomatoes down there, and they're getting a fair bit of sun now. Each day they're getting a little bit more sun because the sun's getting lower and lower, and eventually they'll go up into bigger containers and go down. They'll be on here and down in the backyard as well, as I try and grow as many as I can for the market. So there you have it, yeah? That's my balcony garden, and it's going to need a lot of changes. This balcony vegetable garden produces a lot of food. I'm able to come out here and pick lettuce and herbs and tomatoes, and I'm going to get some cucumbers up on here soon, and I can get a lot of herbs for teas, for cooking. I'm getting strawberries from here, and a lot of leafy greens that I use not only just in cooking, but mixed through salads, etc. I'm getting some fruits from the avocados. But to be honest, the avocado trees probably take up a bit too much space for how productive they are, and I'm going to consider whether they're going to go down to the yard. But being in a community area like this, you know, are they going to get stolen? Are people going to take the avocados off them? It's a hard one to know. So at the moment, I'm just going to focus on creating space for the cherry tomato crop, and and work from there. As you know, just keep following the videos, and you'll see how I'm going with that. Now, the next video coming out right now is how to collect your seed for the lettuce. All right, we'll see you there in a minute, because I'm going to make that video right now. Bye for now. Oh, a plane going across. There it is. Oh, missed it. Oh. I live right near the airport, and yeah, it could be a worry, but that's life. I live right on the beach too, so who's complaining? Alright, have a great day. Happy gardening. We'll see you at the next video where I show you how to collect your lettuce seed. Bye for now.